Wednesday night, wild. Yeah, wild. Bah, right? But
bah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Bah.
Yeah.
Heard.
I was like, oh, hey, yo.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Hey, yo.
With it.
Yeah.
Clack it.
All right. I'm sick on everything. It's fine.
Hit the music.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to bring you this podcast called Life. This is the Puro Pinche podcast. I am Paul.
I am Rooster.
Oh, shit. That makes me Chibbi.
That's right.
And we are here to give you an unfiltered, unvarnished, undressed perspective on all the things from San Antonio, Texas.
Unmedicated because healthcare is a bitch.
But always distilled.
Let's go, people. All right.
But honestly, people, this is the Puro Pinche podcast. We're here. I'm Rooster. That's Chibbi. That's Paul. And we're happy to have you.
Made in Texas by Mexicans.
Yeah.
Season 4, baby.
We're here.
Did you ever
Am I
imagine...
made in Texas by Mexicans?
Maybe.
Technically. The El Tacos Regio would say so.
Yeah. What was the word I learned? Oh, shit, I forgot it already.
Puta.
No, damn it, I forgot it already. I learned how to say, I can't remember now. Avocado in Spanish.
Oh. We're not going to tell you.
Yeah. I'll pull it up. It's on my phone. Like, I'll just
Figure it out.
Practicing.
Aguacate?
Look at what Bad Bunny.
Look what
Bad Bunny did to
I know.
America.
Yeah. Aguacate? Yeah.
Bad Bunny is teaching the youth a little something.
Yeah.
I haven't been a youth in quite some time, but yeah.
We're back.
I think Texas claims you, Paul.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it should. He is a Texan.
So?
No, I said
Mexico?
made by Mexicans.
Oh.
I said, am I made by Mexicans?
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
How long have you lived in San Antonio?
All my life.
There you go then.
Yeah, I'm from here.
I hear Atlanta stories, and I forget that you started here.
No, I was born and raised here. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Atlanta was just like a 10-year period.
Phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
A phase.
Yeah, an amazing phase.
A hoe phase.
I mean,
We all go through them. We all go through them.
Yeah.
Anywho, season 4. Did you think 4 years ago we would still be here?
I don't know what I thought 4 years ago. I know I didn't think Trump would be president again, which is kind of a big push for why this podcast exists. Yeah, but no, you know,
time.
I guess it's that Buddhist, just stay in the moment.
Exactly. 4 years ago we were in a pandemic, sort of. Not really anymore.
I always think back, and I think it's hilarious when I'm like, we used to drink heavy on this show.
Yeah.
Like very heavy, to then like potting every week, to now like twice every other week for the most part, give or take, like our schedules
with our water.
Yes.
And whatever Paul brought.
Yeah. So that's kind of like the changes and growing.
It's been an evolution.
Everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm happy to be back. There's been plenty to talk about. So let's go.
Let's jump in. This is a part of this segment of the show that we like to call Nope, You're Wrong, where we talk about takes or just our feelings about things and debate them. So, Chibbi, what do you got?
I have nothing, actually.
Great.
So give it to me.
All right.
None of my takes are hot takes.
So that's actually a good one.
Nor can I substantiate any of my takes. Like I saw a take, college football better than pro football. Debate, because I have no opinion.
Never that.
Oh, man.
I understand the debate, but here's the problem, is it has to do with sort of the spirit of the sport versus like the over commercialization of sports or of anything really.
Sure.
So it's that is the debate. Do we care more about the amateur playing for the love of the game versus playing for the $1 billion of
which
contracts?
now they can make millions of dollars.
Yes.
You know, college athletes are now allowed to take sponsorships, endorsements, all of that stuff, and make some money.
And I'm hoping they get rid of that soon.
It's turning out bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's not. Yeah, because it's not working.
That's my Ring doorbell that just went off.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, I should probably silence my phone.
You know, oh, that's my phone that just went off. I should probably silence mine. I pressed the wrong button. I would say I agree with the statement purely on the theory that college football has younger, fresher athletes.
I would say this, and this might be the hot take portion of it. We tend to like things that are exploitive, and we don't want to admit it. It's why our iPhones cost how much they cost. It's why our T-shirts cost as much as they cost. And we're like, yeah, look at that. It's because there's someone working for 5 cents on the dollar to make it.
What does that have to do with college ball?
Because we can argue and say they're playing for the purity of the sport when they're really just exploited college kids who aren't making any money.
I don't know about exploited. They're getting a free ride to a university.
That for a degree they're not going to use.
I mean,
and more or less, it's more like
I don't know. I would argue the opposite because, like, what percentage of college football athletes go on to play to the NFL? I would imagine it's a rather small percent.
Well, this is the complicated relationship to it. Is so in like Europe, for instance, and it's more easier for me to talk about it from basketball. If you're 15 years old and you can play at a pro level, you start playing at a pro level. That's why Ricky Rubio was in the Olympics for Spain at the age of 16. And you start getting paid. Because what the fuck else are you going to do? Like, why are you taking... And I mean, think about it like actors. Like, when they start working professionally, they start making their money professionally.
Their parents do, at least.
At least, right? So it's sort of this different kind of situation there where if you have that level of talent, that level, and it also produces arguably better results because you're in professional settings, getting professional training, development.
Yeah.
As opposed to here where it's like, no, you got to go play at least 2 years at this college over here and risk bodily injury that could derail your professional career.
Here's the thing. This is a high-end argument, and for something A, Chibbi knows very little about, but B, like, no, you're wrong. Like, if the argument is college football is better than professional football, that's not it's no, the people who make it to the pros are the best of the best.
Yeah.
Like, it's professional football is the best you can ever get. The NFL
agree.
is the top of the pinnacle.
I think
there may be one really good college player, like for the sake of this argument,
Johnny Football.
Tim
Let's just call him.
Tebow, great college player, maybe one of the best college quarterbacks ever.
Arguably.
Did not make it in the NFL. Like, because the NFL is a better game, so you cannot argue that college football is better than NFL.
I wage to argue that the reason that this point was being made was because the Super Bowl game sucked.
Not if you like defense.
You know what? The Super Bowl sucked, but it's still
it was a terrible game.
It's still the best of the best, though.
Yeah.
So it's two great teams. Seattle had the number one defense in the league. The Patriots were the number 2 offense in the league. And when you get that, yeah, it may be a low scoring game. Mm-hmm. I don't know that it sucked if you like a good defensive football game.
No.
Yeah.
It was boring.
But here's the thing. How much football did you watch last year, Chibbi?
The Super Bowl.
Like in an entire season, you watched one game.
2, because I watched the Cowboys actually win on Christmas Day.
Okay, so
that was a Christmas miracle.
So for you, yeah, it sucked because you're like, nothing's happening.
Yeah,
you were there for the halftime show and the commercials, and yeah, right, like so, yeah, for you, sucked.
Oh well, it's not just me making this argument. I'm just saying what the argument is being made.
But the majority of people are the same way.
Yeah,
like most people watch the Super Bowl. Most people don't have a team in it, right? I mean, it's just not possible that most people have a team in it.
Because neither of these teams are America's team.
Right. And so most people don't have a team in it. Most people are just watching it for the game. But if you're not a diehard football fan, you never want to see a defensive game. You never want to see kickers just going back and forth. Unless if you love football, then you're like, oh, this is great. This is chess. This is field position. This is getting the ball where you want it. This is all of the little nuances. And I'm not watching a chess match.
Or you thought that there would be more feet involved in football. Then you're like, yes, kickers all the time.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
But if you're into that, that's a whole different argument.
Look at you bringing a take when you said you didn't have a take.
I brought the internet's take.
This is why my first nope, you're wrong is no more hot takes. I'm tired of. So this is a double part thing, and I may have come back to your side, because last season we talked about no more podcasts or podcasting needs to go away.
You talked about it,
and I was pro podcast. I was like, this is the new social media. More people need podcasts. But God damn it, I'm tired of every single podcast having like a hot take section, and maybe us included. Maybe we need to get rid of this.
Maybe,
because I think that what kills me about hot takes is sometimes it's either so radical out there that it's like, oh, you're just hearing people talk about something stupid, like. I can't think
laundry
of
machines.
Sure,
we talked about
or something so inane and stupid that it's like, yeah, I got a hot take on laundry machines, and you're just like, eh.
Or that hot take on switching Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yes.
That
was great, and it's totally dumb. I don't know if I would necessarily call our segment a hot take segment. It's more of a let's argue segment.
I think that's what makes ours better, personally. But I am biased because I am on this show.
Oh, okay. I was coming from a completely unbiased perspective. No more hot takes.
Because I think hot takes got popular as a gimmick, and so now even on like. I hate hot takes and political punditry. Yeah. Like, why are we doing that? So, this is the future of America, and this is why we have Trump, because y'all hot taked us to death.
Yeah. And this is what I was going to say, that sometimes the masses take hot takes as actual facts. Yeah. And that's how you end up getting a whole bunch of people being like, well, I heard that this and this. That's what so-and-so on this podcast
Maybe
was
vaccines
saying.
are bad.
I know. Joe Rogan said.
Yeah.
That's what the Dow is over 50,000.
The Dow is over. Actually, not anymore. So now we can start panicking.
Okay, we can panic again?
Yeah.
Cool.
Number 2, nope, you're wrong. And I sent you this text because I didn't want to forget it.
Oh, yes.
It's the unspoken thing we all know, a.k.a. the Frank Sinatra problem. This is what I'm calling it.
Okay.
So.
Too much cocaine.
Are we just not going to prosecute anyone in the Epstein list?
Did you hear Pam Bondi? The whole system would collapse if we did.
Because here's the thing.
Because everyone's guilty.
And this goes back to something me and Paul talked about when he was on the pod on season 2, I believe. I'm just going to start referring to everything based on seasons that I think they were in. Yeah. And it had to do with the Playboy Mansion. Mm-hmm. And it's this idea of, I thought we all knew this and then just agreed to it. Now we need to reach a point in, I believe, in American history where we literally either agree with it or don't. Like, make the
what is the it? We all knew it.
Anything.
Oh, okay.
So like for instance with the Playboy Mansion example, when it came out later after Hugh Hefner died that some of these young women didn't want to be having sex with this old guy, but they were doing it to advance their careers or whatever because he's a creepy old guy who had been a creepy old guy since the 80s. We thought that was just the understood pact that we made with Playboy and why people got Playboy bunny tattoos and like still like the lifestyle. I think there's others that you can sort of ascribe to this. So like the Epstein thing, like, can we make a firm decision right now? Like, are we prosecuting or not? Are we just going to know who's on there and then we as a culture decide like whether or not we fuck with them? I'm looking at you, Noam Chomsky, which broke my heart, but goddamn, like, they found out who was like Bill Gates. He came out and talked about this. Are we getting rid of Windows?
Oh, and they interviewed his wife too.
Yes. And so the reason why I call this the Frank Sinatra problem is because I was talking to someone, or I forgot how it goes, but they kind of mentioned like Frank Sinatra's a really cool guy. I'm like, and I always say this because I do love Frank Sinatra. I love his singing. I think he was a cool guy. But anytime someone's like, oh man, Frank Sinatra, I'm like, he is amazing. He always slapped women though. Because he did. He slapped women a lot. But technically you could say he slapped bitches because he also slapped dudes who were just bitch made, who just, you can't act a certain way around the chairman because you would get slapped. Now, am I advocating for more slapping of people? No.
Yes. I am.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But I thought like that was sort of what came with it. Like I thought it was all understood. Like, yeah, Frank Sinatra's a cool guy, but if you're a woman, you gotta your percentage of getting slapped.
So what is understood right now?
That we're in dark times. Here's the thing. And we're just trying to like power present and calm ourselves through it.
Yeah.
I've stood on the idea that you cannot separate the art from the artist, right? Which is why I launched a tirade against R. Kelly for years because I'm like,
you did it. You were really early on that.
I was. Yeah. but I was like, yo, R. Kelly's a pedophile. Like I was allegedly because he's been convicted. Yeah. I don't gotta say allegedly no more. But
muscle memory.
I used to always say I can't, depending on the crime, and that's for me, depending on the crime, I can't separate the art from the artist. The artist did the thing, and so I would always stand on that. And then I'm gonna be honest, it was seeing Bill Gates on the list that made me go, okay, so do we stop using Windows? Do we like Bill Gates has done some great shit, and I'm like, oh,
cancer research,
the Gates Foundation,
major,
and it to me, it's different than the Bill Cosby situation because like I've always talked about how like
he's an icon.
Bill Cosby's an icon. However, he has this dark past. I've always separated it because, and hey y'all, this isn't my show. You can cancel me. Don't cancel the show. Like I've always separated in the idea of what Bill Cosby did, as heinous as it was. These were all adults. What happened on Epstein Island, these were all children. And I draw a very strong line in kids. I'm not saying I excuse Bill Cosby. What I'm saying is I looked at it different because these were all adults. These are kids.
Kind of same with Diddy parties.
Oh, no. That's
I got you.
You know where I stand. You know where I stand with these Diddy parties.
Yeah.
So I think, to jump off of like what Pam Bondi said, like the whole system would collapse.
That the Dow is above 50,000.
That too. This is seeming, as more and more information is made public, this is becoming one of those too big to fail problems. Kind of like, the housing market or any of the previous, like, oh, we just kind of have to bail them out and excuse them and move on, is how it's being treated. Is that like, as more information comes out and more people are implicated, then it's like, well, if we do one of them, we got to do all of them. And if we do all of them, this may be a much bigger thing than I think we're ready to handle as a country, as a society, because it's not just Americans, right? Like it's a whole
Look at what they're doing
thing.
in England, man. They are knocking motherfuckers out.
Yeah, the prince was stripped of his title. He was stripped of his castle.
And they did a cool thing, in my opinion. Like, again, however people feel about this, that's your own call. Former Prince Andrew, stripped of his title, stripped of all his lands, and Prince Charles came out and essentially said the thing out loud. We are completely devastated by this news that this is who he was. We are going to essentially keep him locked up in one of our places for his safety. And Britain was cool with it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, I don't know if, maybe you can, but it's a bad look to prosecute a president or to prosecute a prince of your nation. Yeah. And so, but he said the thing, which is, we're handling this, and this is sort of the resolution. And Britain seemed to be okay with that. I think here in America, that's the problem, is we just go with the unspoken thing, and we kind of all know the thing. But then this is why, and this is sort of my other example, is Chris Brown. He's coming out, he's making music again, he's dancing, he's cool as fuck. It's like, can we just decide, like, okay, yeah, like, if you don't like him, you don't have to come no more. But, like, let's decide. Because this unspoken thing about it just kind of keeps nothing either growing or happening or moving forward.
Yeah.
And this is, and so, like, either bring the system down because there's so many people in the emails.
And that's where the clash is happening, where, like, the public wants to bring it all down. The system is like, but wait.
But I think the public,
it's a lot of job calls.
The public doesn't understand. The public doesn't understand that the collapse of certain systems means the collapse of America. And we're all cool with the idea of the collapse of America until we're living in the collapse of America. Like, we're all cool with, let's take them all down. But what happens when
Texas goes back to being Mexico?
What happens? Yeah, but what happens when your dollar buys nothing? I mean, and like we say, the dollar's losing value, but what happens when your dollar legit buys nothing? It has no. Then what? Like, And so I think the majority of people who are screaming, and I'm not saying that do nothing is the answer, but I think that people who are screaming like, yeah, let's crash the system, don't understand that we are one major catastrophe away from being a third world country.
Getting bailed out by Argentina the way we bailed out Argentina.
Yeah, like it's that. And I'm like, I don't know. I have expensive habits.
Yeah.
You know, like
Magic City, bro.
Podcasting.
Yeah. So
I guess that's the key to this is like, can we out loud come to an idea of a decision, if not a decision?
Yeah.
And if the decision is, bro, some people are going to get arrested, some people are too high up, because going back to can't prosecute a president, I think after this term, whoever is president, if it's a Democrat, needs to say, no, let's prosecute a fucking president, because this is egregious. But I think Joe Biden, after the first time, didn't want to do that.
Yeah, because he was on the like, let's all just get along. Everybody calm down.
Let's just move on. And so that's, well, because again, you think if you can prosecute a president and you're a president, then maybe it's on you next time. Like, who knows? And I think that's where people get shaky about it. But Trump started prosecuting people anyway. So fuck it. You should have done the right thing.
I disagree that I don't think we should prosecute a president. I don't think that we I mean, be clear, we are that, but I don't think we should turn into that, right? Yes, Trump is doing it. I don't think that I think that we should do the things we need to do, but okay, let me rephrase. Prosecute, possibly. Jail time? No. Like, or something where he's censured, where Congress comes out and makes a formal statement that this is what happened and whatever, like that. Yes.
Yeah.
And see, that's where I disagree, because it becomes a very slippery slope where if it's like, if you prosecute a president and all they get is a slap on the wrist, then what's to stop the next person, right? And the next person, knowing that, like, well, they're not going to do shit anyway.
They're not president.
Well, I think
anymore.
No, I'm saying, but the next person's not president.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay, if you prosecute a president and give him a slap on the wrist, then
whoever comes after that person.
Oh, you mean the next president?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
and that turns into that slope of it. There are no real consequences anyway.
No.
So what's to stop me from starting my own wars? Jailing people without
bombing
anything.
Innocent Venezuelans.
Yeah, exactly.
No, prosecute a president, but also reinforce the guardrails that we have. So prosecute the president, but then reinforce the guardrails that we have to prevent it from happening again.
Now, are we talking about prosecuting the president for things that he does as president, or because he's a pedophile?
Both.
All of it.
Which is it's complicated, because we shouldn't have, with all the evidence that existed before the Epstein files,
we shouldn't be
elected
here right now.
a pedophile.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that shouldn't have happened. Yeah. But it did happen. And so now what? And so I'm kind of in the middle. I think I would love to see Donald Trump in a international court, like, honestly.
Oh, now that is yes and different. If he's prosecuted by international court, then
take him.
Whatever y'all decide. Mm-hmm. Take him to the Hague and let the Hague
sticking him in a hole.
Let the Hague decide, and if that's the decision, then the international court has a bigger say so. And it doesn't become political infighting. Mm-hmm. You can't say this is a political witch hunt when it's not political infighting. This is the world government saying, no.
You fucked up.
Yeah, you did this.
Yeah.
You did this. And
you bombed Venezuelans.
You bombed fishermen. Mm-hmm. Like, you did this and said it was okay.
Yeah.
For someone that didn't want any more hot takes, we sure did start this pod with some pretty.
I really don't think this is a hot take, though.
No, locking up the president is definitely a hot take.
Oh shit. Yeah. Well, maybe. All right.
Prosecuting the entire Epstein list, right? It's kind of a hot take.
Next, nope, you're wrong.
As much as we should do it.
This will kind of be a twofer. The first is, America, you need to listen to black people. Specifically about the Oscars. And here's
is that the nope, you're wrong?
No, that
If you disagree, you can say nope, you're wrong. Because I think there's a lot of white people.
I thought that was your nope, you're wrong.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, and because I think right now there are way too many white people riding for one battle after another, and that movie is problematic and fucked and shit and not good. And I know we can talk about it now.
We can,
but it is fucked. And I think nicely the black community has been coming out being like, yeah, I don't know if this is the tour de force that you really think it is. And white people are like, no, this movie's amazing. They are jumping out the window for this one. And then I think it's Begonia, which I haven't seen, but I've heard also.
I saw Begonia.
And then there was like one other one that people are like, really, this is it? Like Marty Supreme. Which did you see?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't either. And so
for which he won the Golden Globe.
Right. And so it's this weird space of like, can we just admit that Sinners was the best fucking movie last year? Because it was awesome. Like, and it's turning into this weird, like, but it's art and it doesn't do this and it's a vampires and it's like, bro, why do we do this and why do white people do this? Where you have the rules in front of you and it's like, here, this is what makes a great movie. And then try to like nuance it to death to sort of be like, nah, but it's not the thing.
I don't even know.
It's storytelling, man, and it was fucking awesome. The music slaps. That's hard enough to have a movie that has that kind of fucking. You had an Irish jig in the middle of this bitch that went hard. Yeah. Like,
I don't even know if in this particular case, as it relates to like the awards and whatnot, that it's necessarily white people so much as it is the establishment, right? The Academy of, because that's why they created that I forgot what it's
award, for like biggest
for Barbie,
selling.
for Wicked, and now they're gonna give it to Sinners, right? You know, like it was that like, okay, we get it, it's a huge cultural moment, but it's not what we want to acknowledge as art.
Because this is almost like when Crash won.
The Grammys did the same thing for country music.
Yeah.
The Grammys were like, hey, we're gonna have two country categories now because Beyonce won last year, and then country people were mad about it.
And to be fair, there is a difference between the two.
Agree,
but the timing, you know,
right? Because they won't break up hip hop for nothing, and I'm like, they need to.
Yeah,
they need to break up hip hop into multiple categories, but for some reason, you have hip hop artists who make one type of hip hop competing with hip hop artists who make a different type of hip hop, and you're like, yeah, this shouldn't. Yeah, but there are no white people to not win.
I mean, that's why they broke up the spoken word category.
Yeah,
that's what they did.
Dave Chappelle, we are not
at all.
Michelle Obama, we are not.
Yeah.
But I hear you. I think you're right. I think there's there's some issues there.
Yeah.
That
all right.
America needs to look at.
Listen
to black
of,
people.
This is kind of the
listen
opposite.
to black women.
Yeah. This is kind of the opposite of what I just presented.
Oh God.
But it's not my take. This is from Nick Wright, you know, the sports podcaster. And he was on a recent podcast, and, you know, all credit to the Bill Simmons podcast for this. The All-Star game in the NBA sucks. So what he presented, which it's kind of gaining traction, we need to have a white guys versus black guys All-Star. Because right now the league has a lot of good new white guys like Luke Kennard. You got Luka Doncic.
Here's the question I would pose. Is it white guys from any European whites too.
European whites? They count. But we could get more creative with it. We could do American whites versus European whites. Like, it's interesting.
Do South African whites count?
Potentially. Well, they would count as Euros. No. That's the weird thing about the NBA. Like, you can, if you're from Australia, you're still a Euro.
And there are no South African whites in the NBA.
That's true. Yeah. The years and years of apartheid kept them under 5'5". Yeah. But so here's the reason why, is because it's like, well, how do we make this interesting? Tell me now, Chibbi, as someone who does not watch sports, if you just heard through the news, like, the NBA is having a semi-racial all-star game, black guys versus white guys, are you tuning with the halftime show by someone cool? Are you watching that?
With the halftime show of Jelly Roll and Beyonce.
Yeah, something like that. Jelly Roll and Kendrick.
There you go.
Jelly Roll and J. Cole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would...
Are you tuning in?
For the halftime show.
Damn.
But not for the blacks versus whites.
It feels a bit, uneven.
No, but it's not this year.
Yeah, it may not be as uneven as you think.
It's not as uneven as World versus USA.
No, not at all. Yeah,
Look,
because that's where this started. Because so right now this year they're doing what's called World versus USA because this is arguably it's been happening for years, but this is the year where there have been so many better international players than domestic players.
Look, they are just following in RuPaul's footsteps.
Really?
Because she did a USA versus the World drag race and is on like season 4 of
Give
it.
RuPaul
So
their
they
money.
ripped her off.
Damn.
They ripped her off.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know that we as a country could sensibly watch a blacks versus anything, right?
Without fires happening. Without violence.
Like the idea may be great, but I and on both sides of the coin, right? Blacks would be upset blacks would be upset like, rah, 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 why are we not whatever? Like, and just like why are y'all lumping us into this thing? And I think the other side of that becomes, and
what about Latinos?
They'd probably. Ooh, that's a good. Well, I mean, honestly, there's not that many in there. It's like Jaime Jaquez. And
I'm really trying to think, and I know there's that one white guy on the Spurs team, that really tall white guy on the Spurs team, but I don't know his name. The only white basketball player I can think of is Larry Bird.
This is why you would tune in, just to learn about the white side of the NBA. But how many black players can you name?
Wemby,
Sure.
Castle,
Sure.
LeBron.
Actually, I was gonna say, how many black non-Spurs can you name? Because you started going down a path. I was like, Chibbi, you live here.
De'Aaron Fox.
I said LeBron.
Yeah. Any more?
Michael Jordan.
Active.
Well, no, because Larry Bird's not active
Exactly.
though. He named Larry, and I'm like,
great. That's a great
Larry
point.
hasn't played since the '80s.
That's a good point. Okay. Well, he said the white guy on the Spurs whose name he did not remember.
Right.
And we'll count that because sometimes I forget Luke Cornett's name.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. A couple more takes.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
Or a couple more not takes.
Let's go.
After the Bad Bunny, and actually this will probably be the last one. After the Bad Bunny halftime show, I think next year, no halftime show.
You know, that's
Because one, who we can put a pin in it, but who do you even think is a bigger star or who can make as big a splash as the trajectory has been going, which has been amazing. Shout out to Rock Nation for doing that. But two, if you can't do better or you can't really find anything as in like let's just like it should just be a blank screen that says go talk to your family. That's what I want it to be. Go eat pigs in a blanket.
bathroom break.
Yeah.
I'm not against your concept. I already have an artist for next year.
Okay. We'll go to that in a second. No.
Yeah,
Stay on this and then we'll go to that because I am interested in that.
Yeah.
I've been thinking hard about it, so I'm curious.
I'm also just trying to think of who.
Like, just take a year off.
Unless,
you know what?
Unless Rihanna drops a new album, then just bring her back.
Well, yeah, we can do that all day. Like, if Michael Jackson comes back from the dead, give it to him. Like, I want.
We won't get that.
Yeah.
Either of them. We'll get Michael Jackson before we get Rihanna.
Exactly.
I'm very aware of that.
I would say this. My thought is, if you're not going to do an artist, like, I think there are many things that you can do. There are things that you can do in that space that doesn't have to be artist driven, right? Like
Spoken word.
I mean,
marching bands. That was what I was like. Just bring back the marching bands.
yeah, that's why they ended up with the In Living Color situation that led to Michael Jackson. So yeah, you can't do marching bands.
Yeah.
But maybe Fox doesn't have it anymore. But like maybe put a Simpsons episode right there.
See, that's now we're cooking with 3 kinds of heat.
You know what I'm saying? Like right in that space, whatever. I don't know who has the Super Bowl next year, but whoever has it, put their best show, 15 minutes right in that
Or
window.
a Saturday Night Live segment.
Yeah,
or whatever.
If NBC still has it, yeah.
Or whatever might be arguably the biggest film of that coming year. Give us 20 minutes of that. Give us 20 minutes of
The next Avengers or whatever.
Yeah. the Odyssey Part 2 or whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. Like that's what I'm thinking.
There's too much money to be made in the halftime show. For
that's kind of the problem. Yeah,
for that.
Which artist did you have in mind?
Okay. Before y'all,
no.
Shoot. We're gonna go right into the Grammys after this. So
you're gonna get all of this. Me copying please on how I don't see this, but I think
Backstreet Boys reunion.
I think Taylor Swift.
T Swift is a good call.
I think Taylor Swift. I think if Rock Nation is smart, they put all of their chips, because even though Bad Bunny became, and I use the word divisive,
right?
But it's not divisive when it's a one-sided fight, right? Like because it's clearly one-sided. The fight clearly is
Megyn Kelly versus the world.
176 million versus 6 million. Like that's not really divisive, but
and like 5 million of those were bots.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So I don't want to say it's divisive, but people use it as a dividing point. Yes, Taylor Swift may lean left, but she is
pretty central.
You can bring in Carrie Underwood with Taylor Swift.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
But that's what I see. You bring in a Taylor Swift and a Carrie Underwood, maybe a Jason Aldean, somebody,
Jelly Roll.
Somebody to kind of chime in with her, and
Kid Rock.
Oh God, no! But
the return of George Strait.
Yeah. Garth Brooks.
Maybe. But something like I would like to see them do something like that. As much as I'm a fan of hip hop and what Rock Nation has done, I think part of the reason that we've gotten so many complaints about the last 5 or 6 is because they've all been urban acts.
I agree, but I disagree on one part.
Like bring Metallica.
I was gonna say, what about rock?
But I don't think Metallica.
No, not Metallica. But like, what I'm trying to think of, like, what is one of those rock bands that like you could just either bring back from the past, or that's still going strong.
Yeah, it's Metallica.
No, the answer is Metallica. But I guess what I would say is that
bring back the dead Beatles.
Yeah.
With AI,
I mean, Paul McCartney's still alive, right? Make him out there with some holograms. I'd watch
Ringo
that.
Starr.
He has that song with Michael. You can also do a Michael hologram.
You can do a whole...
It's Paul McCartney and a shitload of holograms. That's a show.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either, though. Just a bunch of just dead artist holograms.
That might be hard. Prince.
Yeah, but...
Tupac
and Biggie.
I think we solved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the issue, what I always tell people whenever they argue about how the Super Bowl halftime show is any sort of problem to the Super Bowl, is I have to kind of like explain it like it has nothing to do with the Super Bowl. You think it has everything to do with the Super Bowl, which it doesn't. Right. And it hasn't, like, ever. Like, the closest that it mattered was when we had the marching bands and when we had Michael Jackson doing it. Like, but especially over the last 5 years, it is its own separate thing that makes so much money.
Right.
Like, and so much more new viewers, which is exactly what the NFL wants. So sometimes it's hard to say like a Metallica to be in that spot, because while I think that would be cool, I don't see it bringing any new viewers.
Right. No. And so
the way Kendrick did, Rihanna did, Usher.
The last few artists, Bad Bunny,
absolutely
brought in the world just because of Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Before that, Usher still was able to bring in, because Usher's show at the time was everywhere. Usher's show was, and then Kendrick Drake beef, it was everywhere. So you're able to get these viewers into the space because they're like, it's this thing and football.
Yeah.
Right. Because I think Rihanna was the first time that the halftime show at its peak did more than the Super Bowl at its peak. More people watch Rihanna's halftime show than actually watch the game.
Right.
And if we're being honest about it, even as a sports fan, I remember the halftime shows over the game, even when they're good games, except for the years that the Cowboys won, right? Like, if you ask me right now who won the Super Bowl the year that Rihanna performed. I don't remember who was in it. Right. I don't remember who was in it. I know Rihanna performed, and yeah, you asked me who won the Super Bowl the year that Katy Perry had Left Shark?
Couldn't tell you.
I don't even know who was in it that year. Mm-hmm. But
I'm sure there's some football fan everywhere who's screaming into the microphone.
Yeah, right. There's somebody right now like, Paul's an idiot. It was the Giants versus
these fucking assholes.
If you said the Patriots or the Eagles, you'd probably have like a 70% chance.
That's true too.
Right.
Yeah,
of recent years.
Yes, of recent years. Of recent years.
Yeah.
I will take this opportunity to note that now Lady Gaga is the only artist to have ever appeared in the Super Bowl on 3 separate slots.
Yes, Chibbi.
I know.
She's very slotty.
Yes. She is very slotty.
You know what's crazy? I was like, as soon as I saw Lady Gaga, I was like, my brain went, fucking Chibbi.
Yeah, same. I was like,
Chibbi did this.
That's right. I single-handedly brought her.
Moving right along.
Keeping on this topic of music, in case you missed it, the Grammys happened.
The Grammys happened.
The Grammys did happen. And I talked to you kind of right afterwards, but I thought that they were actually quite a phenomenal Grammys this year.
I don't think they got anything wrong.
Yeah.
For the most part.
One of the things that stood out to me was that there were no clean sweeps. There were no favorites, right? Like the awards were kind of everywhere, even though the same artists were in various awards. I think only Kendrick won because he won for record and he won for rap, right? Everywhere else, like Lady Gaga only won for pop album. She didn't get solo performance, dual performance. I think she won a dance album too.
Billie Eilish won one.
Billie Eilish was everywhere and only got Song of the Year. There was Bad Bunny winning Album of the Year. Who the fuck is Olivia Dean?
Oh, she is. Yeah, she's
a thing apparently.
Yeah, she's one of them ones. She's new and up and coming, and she's pop and R&B kind of like she, depending on the song, it's some poppy stuff, some R&B stuff, and.
Did she win anything else?
How do I say this?
This is where I'm.
America tends to champion non-black R&B artists.
Yeah. Especially if they're British.
Which is why we have Justin Bieber. Or Justin Timberlake.
But that one's a great example where, like, I thought Lola Young was going to get it because her song blew up everywhere. And it went to Olivia Dean, but then Lola Young ended up winning the pop song of the year, I think it was.
Yeah.
Which she was, her acceptance speech was everything. But yeah, that's where it felt like, okay, like every kind of artist had their moment to shine in their own categories sort of deal versus just someone taking everything the way Adele tends to do.
This kind of also taps into something about parody versus dynasties. And someone said it's primarily this conversation happens when we're talking about sports, that the businesses love dynasties and secretly we do also because we like being like, yo, you had to be there when the Golden State Warriors won this many, or Michael Jordan won all these, or Tom Brady won all these. But at the same time, it kind of fucks up this idea of like, but there's other people or there's more talent. And so I'm more of a fan of this when it does get spread. Because I mean, you can't argue Bad Bunny had the biggest year last year, but it didn't necessarily, it did feel that way that he won the biggest quote unquote Grammy of the night.
But no single track really stood out the way some of the other song or record of the years.
Well, not just that, but also I think kind of last year was a good year for music. Like,
and I don't think that Bad Bunny, this is, again,
not a hot take.
Not a hot take. I don't think that Bad Bunny had an amazing album. Bad Bunny did not have a single that transcended everything. The album was great, but like and there were some songs like songs you hear, but I always, my litmus test for is this a big song will always be My Mother. My mother's 70.
That's a good one. No, I know exactly what you mean.
And
it's the mom test.
Yeah, if my mom heard it, then this is huge.
I knew Jay-Z was popular when my mom asked me, do you know who Jay-Z was? In like 2002.
My mom listens to mostly gospel. So if my mom heard it,
Yolanda Adams.
then my mom, then I'm go, oh, this is big. And when they had even announced Bad Bunny for a Super Bowl, my mom was like, who's Bad Bunny? And I was like, don't worry about it. You'll see at the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Bad Bunny had a great year.
A great album.
He didn't
The
have a
dog
Billie
unplugged me.
Jean.
I can't hear.
You can't hear?
No.
Oh, that's why.
We can still hear you though.
Okay. The
Oh,
dog.
yeah, you're so active.
Oh, and now I can hear all of both ears.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank
know
you,
what?
Chico, for identifying the problem. Like, get out.
You know what, Chico? As much as I acknowledge your existence, I appreciate you right now.
But yeah, there was no like Billie Jean song.
Right.
You know, like there was no that is the track that's everywhere.
But
out of the Bad Bunny.
out of the Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
But he should have won.
The one that felt like was everywhere that I don't know necessarily needed to be everywhere was Sabrina Carpenter.
I mean, does Sabrina Carpenter need to be everywhere?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
she's
like,
an adorable, awesome talent.
She was literally in like every major category and won nothing. But it was like, why is she?
That's how I feel specifically about Sabrina Carpenter. Like she's in every category in my head. I'm just kind of like, okay, but she doesn't win. Like I'm never like.
Even her performance was kind of.
She's no Dua Lipa. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Yeah, but I hope for the best for her. Like I think she is talented enough that like next year or 2 years from now she can drop the album that puts her out there and cements her. Because like I think that was the same with Taylor Swift.
I think she needs to break the mold that she's currently in. She feels very pigeonholed into this cute Barbie-esque pinup sort of.
She's like the Britney Spears or Madonna for the Euphoria generation.
Is that what we're calling them?
I guess. I mean, I just said words, and I hope they make sense to someone out there.
It makes sense to me.
You said, Rooster, you don't feel like they got anything wrong. I told you this, I think.
Clips.
I felt like they got the rap album wrong.
Clips.
No.
Oh.
Glow.
Oh.
I felt like Glorilla should have won rap album.
I would go with that.
Here's what like the Grammy for rap album of the year should not be a legacy award, first of all, and it shouldn't be a
popularity contest.
Sure. I think that last year during the Grammy cycle, Glorilla had single after single after single that was hot, but Kendrick was riding the Drake beef wave. Yeah. But when you talk about like songs that got played on the radio, songs that got played in the club, songs that got played just everywhere, Glorilla had song after song after song. And so I was like, oh, based on this, what the Grammy says is the criteria, she should win. Kendrick had a hot moment that kind of gave him an album. Yeah. I didn't think the clip, as much as I liked the Clips album, I didn't think the Clips should win, but I thought she had the album that was everywhere for a full Grammy cycle. She won a gospel award at the BET award, or in one of the Black awards. I was like, how did she win a gospel award?
The Eastside San Antonio Music Recognition Awards.
Like, jeez.
No, I do agree with you on that, with the way you present it. I think with Glorilla, the problem, and this is sort of part of the Grammy problem, is she didn't like do the campaigning the way that Kendrick did. But also Kendrick, I might say this. Campaigning. Yeah, I'll say this. Kendrick and Bad Bunny sometimes good albums, great albums. But also there's this extra credit bonus points that get on top of it for the artistry. And a lot of that becomes the visual component, the videos, the narrative behind it. And so like Kendrick had some amazing, brilliant like music videos and performances where he put all this sort of like I think Beyonce similarly does that a lot, where it's there's more to the music than the music. But to your point, sometimes let's just grade the music, and if you do that, because Glorilla can't do that. Right. Or maybe it's not at this time, but she shouldn't have to. Right. You know what I mean? Like she made a banger.
Yeah, if this is a recording, if this is the Recording Academy, let's base this off of the recording itself. Yeah. Right. Not everything around it.
I agree.
Yeah, I had this moment, this aha moment, because you kept saying she, and you said Glorilla, and I heard Flo Rida and was very confused.
I don't think that those two people have ever been mixed up in the world.
Can you name both members of the Clips?
No.
Or one of them?
No.
Damn, okay.
Can you name a song by the Clips?
No.
Do you know anything about the Clips?
No.
Okay. Do you know that they were nominated for a Grammy?
Yes,
Okay. Great.
I do.
Not even the
I
Clips,
do.
just Clips.
Just Clips
Yeah.
was nominated. They performed also, right?
Yes, they did.
See? So I know that.
Okay.
I saw that performance. Let's talk about the performances. I thought first of all, my husband was living for Reba, just having her Grammy moment, which is great. In that same, let's just talk about that moment, the in memorandum moment. I thought the Ozzy Osbourne tribute was pretty fucking amazing. I was very hesitant about Post Malone.
I still was, and I didn't like it.
But I thought as a general vibe, it was pretty awesome. And also, it was the first time my husband had seen Kelly or Sharon Osbourne in decades. Is everybody okay?
Sure.
The amount of plastic surgery is very scary.
You know, LA is a place.
Is it though?
You know, where you can be one thing
or
one
is it
year.
an idea?
Yeah. You can be one thing 1 year and something else 10 years later.
And then Lauryn Hill, question mark.
Did good.
Did
good.
good.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Okay.
She's still
Hostess
amazing.
with a mostess is what I was getting, where it was like Lauren's in the back and just bringing every guest star.
Shout out to Bilal,
Shout out to Bilal.
who we performed before.
We did.
We have performed before Grammy performing artist Bilal here in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a weird show.
That was.
It was a weird show.
But no, like
that I never got paid for, by the way.
Damn. But no, I think all overall good performances. I think I don't know if we want to keep talking about that. But the only other thing I was going to say was sort of the politicization of it / the jelly roll. Not. You know what, y'all? I think I'm okay with that. Let the white dude who knows his audience know what time it is. Like, I'm not mad that Jelly Roll is not at the front of a fuck ICE movement.
He doesn't
nor
need to
should
be.
he be. Yeah,
And
he didn't say anything bad.
Right. I more and more when what's her name? Laura Ingram had the whole shut up and dribble with LeBron, and people were like, no, like he's a person. Like, yeah, people are people. Just because someone does a thing doesn't mean they shouldn't be able to speak on politics, but it doesn't mean that they should be required to either.
Right.
Because I've heard some athletes and musicians say things, and I'm like, yeah, you don't live in the world we live in, right? Like you don't live in the everyday space that most people live. And so like you Jelly Roll not saying anything, I was like, you know what, dude, you know your audience.
You know, Lady Gaga's another great example of that. Like, she didn't make any political statements. When she did the Super Bowl, there was no political statements about it, right? Like, she kind of has her issues that she voices, but stays out of everything else. Because it's like, that's not my lane to be marching in.
And I'll give Chaperone some credit here. Left her agency for their ties to, I believe it was Epstein.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
dip.
Chapel.
And so it's like, and so that's
On the
where.
other side, Cardi B is very political.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And sometimes it's like, why?
Yeah.
Like, you a loud chick from the Bronx, and I love that about you.
yeah.
And she does say some cool shit. You know, hellcat for all, and I'm like, yeah, Cardi, say that shit. And then other times I'm like, that's okay, Cardi. You don't have to deconstruct the Israel Gaza situation. Like, I got you. Like, I know you're on the right side of these issues, but not everything has to be talked about. And I think that's the same thing with Jelly Roll. It's like, okay, like, fuck it.
Did you see her
I don't
tweet?
care that CeeLo Green isn't out here, championing some of these issues either.
Did you see her tweet about the Epstein files?
No, remind me.
It was something along the lines where, like, she tweeted how, like, if ICE agents showed up at her concert, she was gonna, like, whoop them. And then
that wasn't a tweet. She actually said that on stage.
Oh, okay.
And that's where it started. Yeah, she said on stage that if ICE showed up at her concert, then they were going to jump him or something like that. Yeah,
and then I think the Department of Homeland Security or someone was like, well, that's better than, drugging them.
Yeah.
And then she was like, if we're going to talk about drugging people, can we just talk about the Epstein files and prosecute people?
And they didn't say anything else.
And they didn't say anything else.
They didn't say anything else.
I think the most unexpected moment of the Grammys for both viewers and the participants themselves was Cher. I don't think she knew what was happening when she showed up.
When she announced the award for Luther Vandross?
For Luther Vandross.
Yeah. She was like, Luther Vandross. And I'm like...
She didn't even... she went up there to accept an award, I think. I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
And then was walking off. And I was like, I don't think she knows she's supposed to present. And then Trevor tried to get her attention, and then a stagehand was like, no, you need to go back. Like, it was a whole moment where it's like, someone let grandma out. Yeah. And I just thought it was hysterical. Love Cher.
Yeah.
Love Cher.
Shout out to the Grammys, the Academy, or not the Academy, the recording, those people. I don't know if you saw this. I don't know if you saw this, Chibbi. It wouldn't be in any purview of Chibbi's life. Eve finally got her Grammy.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really dope.
Yeah.
So, Eve, do you know who Eve is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, rapper Eve.
EVE.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Eve was on a song years ago with The Roots, but she was 17, 18. Mm-hmm. And The Roots, in the writing credits, for that album, it just said The Roots. And so, The Roots got a Grammy. Jill Scott wrote the hook, so Jill Scott got a Grammy. But Eve actually rapped on that song, and she was never given a Grammy because her name wasn't in the writing credits. Now, oversight, wherever it hits, but the Grammys awarded her a Grammy this year. Like, hey,
Sorry
oversight, yeah.
Shout out to You Got Me.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's the song, Chibbi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just know one Eve song, which I write
It's
in
the one
for.
with Gwen Stefani.
Probably so. I was going to say it's the Gwen Stefani Eve song.
I don't even think. No, wasn't Eve the one that if I had to
that's the one with
Gwen
Gwen
Stefani.
Stefani.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that's Eve and Gwen Stefani.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why. All right. Also, in case you missed it, we have Benito Bull on here. I don't know if there's anything else that we need to talk about with the halftime show.
Oh, well, there was some breaking news that just happened, and I guess that can work. So apparently, House Republicans announced an investigation into Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance, alleging the Spanish lyrics were, quote, inappropriate for television.
Oh,
which is hilarious.
God.
They will die on any dumbass hill that exists except the right one.
Because they got the lyrics off of Apple Music, and they got the uncensored lyrics off of Apple Music.
Yeah.
If you got to look up the lyrics, then you can't say they were inappropriate.
Yeah,
That's just a fact.
That's how we got away with Skeet for so many years. It's just white people didn't know what it meant.
And that's why we got skeeted on for so
left
many
and
years.
right.
This is my take on the Bad Bunny halftime show. As someone who just learned
That he's
Aguacate.
Yeah.
As someone who just learned Aguacate a couple of weeks ago, I've been telling people the show in its entirety wasn't for me. And that doesn't mean I didn't like it or love it. It wasn't curated for me. And I'm okay with things not being curated for me, because when things are curated for me, like the halftime show
with Kendrick,
I felt like that was curated for me.
Right.
What I've always asked is, in those spaces where things are curated for me, that the outsiders don't come in and tell me how bad of a thing this is, because you don't understand why Serena Williams was crip walking, or you don't understand the messages behind what Sam Jackson was saying. You can't tell me it's bad when this thing wasn't even curated for you. So as someone now looking at the Bad Bunny show, like, I listened to his last album, loved it. Don't know what the fuck he's saying, but I love the beats. I love the theme of the album. But that being said, this halftime show, I was like, this is visually stunning.
Yeah.
He's not talking to me, but I'm okay with that, because I want more spaces. I want more spaces where that can exist, just as much as I want more spaces where, like, if we're being honest, Taylor Swift would be a great halftime performance. But personally, I would like to see what Bun B did at the Houston Rodeo on the halftime stage, because that's curated for me.
Yeah.
And I won't get it at Super Bowl, of course, but just getting those things curated in a way that I can say, hey, that's amazing for the people that it's curated for.
Yeah.
It's representation. It's all of the things. Great.
Yeah.
And we got one too.
I got to give credit to Eddie Vega, because I saw his post today. And it said, I understand Bad Bunny's Spanish the same way I understand Eddie Vedder's English, but I still love them both. Right? It's like, don't necessarily have to understand it.
Yeah.
I will also say, not to diss on her, but Lady Gaga, a salsa dancer, she is not.
Oh no,
that was kind of painful to watch.
I will also say this. This is not my take. I heard somebody else say this, but someone said, if you are a straight man and two men kissing
for half a second
caused outrage, you might be a gay man.
Yeah.
Because there
was a straight wedding that happened in the middle of this performance, and ass.
There was so much
everywhere.
ass.
So much ass. And a straight engagement too.
Yeah.
That one was also.
I'm like, if I'm looking at all of this ass
kissed?
and then two guys kiss,
they didn't even kiss. They almost kissed. It was literally a half second. It was this moment as they're panning through dancers, and it was just like these two guys who are kind of grinding real close, and it looks like they're about to kiss, and then it cuts.
Oh, I think I know what exactly.
But like guys, like people were like, "Yo, we don't need to see that." It's like you didn't see. You saw more ass.
And I stand by this. If
I
there's a
completely
room
agree.
full of naked women and two guys over here, I don't care if they're full on making out. I don't even know it's them.
Or even then, I don't care what the fuck they're doing. It has nothing to do with me in a room full of ass.
And I stand by this. I'm for all men being gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just gives me all the options.
There you go.
That was really hilarious to see the outrage about that, because it was exactly to your point what it looked like. Where it's like, dude, if you're in a room full of naked women and it was like, you see those guys kissing, and they're like, no, I don't, and why you do, and why do really interesting, man.
I will say it was a big deal for Bad Bunny to choose. Like, the only two artists that he featured are queer icons, and for a male reggaeton artist to do that on such a grand stage was kind of a big deal,
I will say this is my only critique, and it's not even a big critique, because I know some people loved it, and right now if Cubby Cake is listening, she's going to be screaming. That little section where the DJ started mixing in like Daddy Yankee and other classics. Yeah. I wish that was longer.
Oh yeah,
it was too short. Like
I almost thought they were going to bring out Daddy Yankee.
Yeah, it was too short for an homage
or something.
I could have done either without it or actually do it.
And I think that's also what led to like the Lady Gaga reveal being such a surprise, because at that point they had already done that, and I was like, okay, I guess it's just going to be Bad Bunny the whole time. Yeah, and then it was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, girl, what are you doing here?
All right.
I would have loved it. Can I also suggest one other thing?
Yeah.
I thought it would have been A better choice, and B, fucking hilarious if Lady Gaga had sung La Isla Bonita. That Madonna song, that would have broke everything. And
I stand by what I said in our text, where somewhere Christina Aguilera is screaming. Yeah. She's very upset.
She's like, I was right here.
The whole time. I've been releasing Spanish albums.
Yeah. Here's the last thing I'll say, unless y'all keep talking. What Bad Bunny's performance did for me in totality was make me kind of go back to what you said earlier on. I don't want to ever see another think piece again.
Ever.
On anything. I don't care. Like when the think pieces started coming out about, oh, that's the little boy with the blue hat. Yeah. And then people started writing full on think pieces, and then you find out it's not. You're like, oh. Or the whole reason he did the sugar cane was, I'm like, or Puerto Rico has sugar canes.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be that big of a thought. It could just be
agree.
he's from Puerto Rico and they have sugar cane. Like,
Arguably, the biggest moment of that halftime show was when he woke up that kid that was sleeping on 3 chairs during the wedding.
Yes.
Because every fucking Latino in the world screamed at that moment.
I will say this, that not just Latinos.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of those things where I was at, where I watched the game, and people were like, "Oh, that's not culturally unique, right? That's a thing at a wedding. It's going to be a kid. Usually, the ring bearer has fallen asleep on across a couple of chairs
while the party is going on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, also, in case you missed it, just I don't know if we really need to go into all this, but just because it just happened, the Trump RX thing has launched.
You don't need to talk about that fucker.
It's just it's a scam, y'all. It's just
It's
a scam.
all a scam.
So don't believe it. But let's get into the mighty big news, because things are heating up here in Texas. I want to talk about the future of Texas politics, ?
Is this the Jasmine Crockett versus Talarico?
It's
or what are we
part
talking
of
about?
it. It is part of it. So this was kind of spurred on by what's been happening so far. And it's 3 things. Yes, Jasmine and Talarico, also Paxton and Cornyn. And also what people are calling the canary in the coal mine, this Texas Senate race in Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. And this was just for state politics, right? Not a U.S. senator, but this was a district that Trump won by...
I think it was plus 17 or something.
Yeah, 17%. And this guy, who's a Democrat, took it by 14%. So that's like a huge... but almost 30-point swing in just a matter of months. Not even 2 years. Yeah, in the matter of a year. Yep. And when looking more into it, a big part of that was the Latino vote. The last time this seat was up for election, about half of Latinos voted for Democrats. This time, almost 80% voted for the Democrat, right? And so, like, Republicans are losing their fucking mind over this, because if this is happening in downtown Fort Worth, a very solidly red district, then what else can happen? And that's where we are now at with the Senate race of all Senate races, apparently.
I don't want to get my Texas hopes up too high. And before we start this, we also got to give props to the legend, R.I.P. DJ Michael 5,000 watts. That's my fucking senator. But yeah, I'll say this. Canary in the coal mine, we as Texans have to not jump ahead.
Yeah, because a big part of that is like the people that voted are the most diehard people. That's who voted this time.
And also with gerrymandering, with a lot of the suppression tactics that they're trying, with a lot of people who also still don't vote in local elections. We'll see. Like, I would like to be hopeful that this is a changing of the guards, but
so let's start here, because first, no Democrat has won a statewide election, right? I get you on the gerrymandering because of the districts and all that, but when we're talking about like statewide elections, like U.S. senator, governor, things like that, the gerrymandering doesn't matter. It's all or nothing sort of deal. So no U.S. Democrat has won a statewide election in Texas in over 30 years. Our options right now are Crockett and Talarico. How do y'all feel about either of them?
Before we jump into that, how the fuck do they still, Republicans still run on Democrats are fucking everything up when they have been in charge for 30 years?
Yeah. It's the wildest, look, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like the wildest, like, hey, they're messing things. Like I don't know how they get away with it. Like,
and maybe that's what people are waking up to. Fingers crossed, knock on wood.
Trump once said, if I ever run for president, I'll be a Republican because they're stupid. And I'm like, time and time again, they
look
prove
at
the case.
Farmers who are losing everything. They're losing their farms, and they're like, hope he comes through and saves the day. We don't even know if those bailout checks have gone through yet. Like, so I'll say this. I think before we get into the Jasmine Talarico thing, I do think it's also important to highlight that Texas has always been purple. The problem is Texas is also a microcosm of the United States, where we give so much power to places that, for lack of a better term, and if y'all hate me, I don't give a fuck, matter. South Dakota, North Dakota, like there's these places that
Montana.
they get 2 senators because they exist. And similarly here, the way that vote distribution happens and all this, it's all engineered so that, the Republican Party can be in power for 30 years. And you can, Beto kind of challenged Ted Cruz, but ultimately kind of got washed.
Yeah, and you hit on the point that, Texas is a non-voting state. This is a great moment to say that we are recording this on Friday the 13th, and early voting starts in Texas on Tuesday. So you got 2 weeks to go out there and cast your vote. Now, gentlemen, who should they cast their vote for?
Out of those 2?
How are we feeling about our options? Because I have thoughts, but I want to hear
I'm not
yours.
jumping out the window for either one. You want to take this or I'll jump in?
As much, how do I want to say this? As much as I've been looking into both people, here's the problem. There are pros and cons that I see for both of them, right? And the pros are amazing for both of them. Unfortunately, the cons are the cons for both of them. Like, it's like, right? I really want, at my core, I really want to see Jasmine Crockett prevail. But
Yeah. So here's where I'm at, and maybe this will spur something. Because I sat down and watched part of their debate. I agree with you in that there's something about Jasmine Crockett and the notoriety that she's obtained, the visibility that she has, how much she has a fighting spirit about it, right? That I think we desperately need.
Right.
And that was ultimately what the debate showed, is that they both basically agree on everything. Just one is a fighter and one's a negotiator. And so...
Well, I don't want to say a negotiator. I would say Talarico is like the guy in Dallas, a sort of happy middle.
Yeah.
And to Paul's point, I don't want a happy middle.
Right. And,
Yeah.
Right. And so that becomes my issue.
And that's where like between the two of them, where I'm stuck is more not who's the better candidate, but who is more likely to beat the other guy.
Right.
In a statewide election.
And that becomes my issue, right? Like I think, so opinion, for what I've seen, I think Jasmine is a better candidate, but I don't know that if you put black woman against whoever the competition is, that she has a real chance, right? Like it's still Texas.
Yeah, I have a solution to that.
And that is where, but that's where my doubt lies, wherein would putting someone like Crockett at the front of the ticket compel all these non-voters to go vote because they can actually see someone of like, oh, this person might actually make a difference, versus a Talarico that's like, he's just like the other white guy that's been running and will keep us in a non-voting state.
Right.
That's where I'm debating. You said you have a solution.
I have a solution to the Jasmine Crockett thing, and it is, we as Texans
Do like white chicks and get put in a white face?
Yes. That way they see us voting and they're like, oh my God, white women are voting for her, and then they vote for her. I don't know how to say this better, but it's almost like everybody needs to start giving candidates bonus points for the shit they got to put up with. And what I mean is, should Jasmine Crockett win, when the Republicans are calling her a ghetto chick and all this other racist undertone fuck shit, I need other voters to understand that means something. This chick is walking through more miles of shit than Talarico is.
Right.
And activate when they see that, because that honestly is what I think got Kamala out. It wasn't just it was this sort of lack of recognition. Like, you see how they're coming at her, and whether you liked her or not, she was fucking right about everything. Like, everything.
Yeah.
Every single thing.
She called it.
She called.
So I saw this underlying TikTok reel thing, and so what I'm about to say I did no research on.
Right.
Okay, just start there. This is not
Hot take.
this is not a research statement. But
This may be lies.
I saw I think it's Hey Politico that I follow talked about there was a period where Beto, Talarico, and a third person, I don't remember who that third person were putting together a ticket to basically do a full-on takeover in Texas. It was the three of them. And at that time, Beto was going to run for governor, and Talarico was going to run for lieutenant governor, and the other person, and the idea was, okay, if we put on this full-on front, one of us may lose, but if we can get the other two in place, then it's a start.
Yeah.
And at the period of that conversation, Jasmine Crockett was starting to bubble. And so Talarico was over here doing that. And he and Jasmine allegedly had a conversation about, hey, who's going to run for this position? And she decided to do it because he wasn't running. And in the space of that, he allegedly goes to New York, has a conversation with some people, comes back and decides, well, now I'm going to run for this same office. Again, I have not verified any of this information, but the way it came out, I went, oh, come on, dude. Don't be that guy.
Right.
Don't be that guy.
Let's also say that to a certain degree. I think one of the core reasons why people hate voting or engaging in politics is because who the fuck is the majority of people running? And it's usually like people that we probably wouldn't want to hang out with, or people that you kind of, they're in it for other reasons. Like, and I do feel that way about Talarico. It's kind of like as nice guy, gee whiz,
West Side public school teacher.
Yeah, that he is, I don't necessarily feel like he's about much or really,
No, and that's exactly the point. Like, I think if the story you just told, Paul Pan, turns out to be hella true, that's the problem, because he probably had a conversation with national Democrats who are saying she can't win.
Yep.
She can't win in your state. We need a cis straight white man that everyone can get along with, who pushes no buttons.
And they're probably like, look at what happened to Kamala.
Yeah.
So
they are scared.
They use that as the benchmark.
They are fucking scared, and that is the dilemma that I'm currently grappling with. Of like, okay, will Texas just prove me right and decide that a cis straight white man is the best option no matter what?
But going back to
will enough people be mobilized by someone that they actually care about?
But going back to the Dallas Fort Worth guy, that's the answer. He didn't win because he was a Democrat or because he was trying to like pose himself as a centrist. He won because he talked to people, and he was like, yo, what is it that we need here? What is it that we can do here? And it's kind of, who I've been seeing a lot of this still out here, and man, he's my president, Bernie Sanders. He's still going to places like West Virginia and talking to people, and then as soon as they listen to him, they're like, damn, like that guy's got the answer. That guy, that's exactly what I want.
But that's like, I tell people, that's what got Trump elected the first time. Like, the Republicans, all the Republicans that were running were focusing on, let's go to San Antonio and win San Antonio. And Trump was like, I'm going to hold a rally in
Bumfuck Iowa.
Yeah, no, or even I'm going to hold
Texas
in San Marcos, right? I'm going to hold my rally away from Austin, away from San Antonio. I'm going to hold my rally in Gonzales.
Yeah.
And so now you get Gonzales to say, hey, yeah, we're going to vote for you.
No, he's right.
Well,
I'm gonna lose San Antonio. I'm gonna lose San Antonio.
Right.
But who cares if I lose San Antonio? I'm gonna get Gonzales County. I'm gonna get, all these Wilson County. All these counties are gonna be mine. I don't care if I win San Antonio.
But it also swings something just to that point, because this is what I call the touring like pop artist problem. Is like, if you ever see like a big touring artist and they're going everywhere in the United States, but they don't come to your city, you kind of feel away. But Lady
Gaga's doing 2 nights in Austin and not a single night in San Antonio.
See? And so, but that's the thing, is like, so for you, it kind of like makes you want, like, do I go to Austin? Do I do this? So when Trump goes to Gonzales and he does his own thing there, I'm sure there's a lot of San Antonio Republicans who are like, look at him going out to the people and again bonding them in their own sort of like, look at this, and that's what you have to do.
Yes, but that was the Beto strategy.
Right.
He went to every single fucking county in this state. Yeah. Right. He talked to voters everywhere, but he didn't quite get there. I don't know if that is necessarily what Crockett needs to do, more than double down in the spaces where she knows she's going to win. Because again, it's statewide, right? Sure. So the districts don't matter. So if you know you're going to win in Houston, let's make sure that every motherfucking Houstonian comes out and votes, because that will wash out all the Gonzaleses nearby.
I think though that what happened to Beto the last time he ran though, and is even hitting every county, there's still. And I hate going back to the guy, but Trump has shown us that there still needs to be a level of showmanship in what you're doing, right? And so Beto was saying all the right things, but he's not a showman. And so like you see that with a lot of political offices now, like even what Hot Wheels is doing right now. Like Hot Wheels is becoming more of a showman. Hot Wheels used to not be out like he's out now. Hot Wheels is becoming quiet. Yeah, he very much so. Like his people would talk, but he wasn't saying much. And now, and I'm not being ableist, fuck Greg Abbott. But like he's now doing the showman thing. He's now
he's
like
going to the places and the ribbon cuttings and all that. Yeah.
And so I think that's where Crockett can still come in and be a thing. Yeah. Because she is, whether she wants to or not,
charismatic.
She's charismatic as fuck. She's the thing, right?
I want to put a pin in that and come back to it full stop. But before, what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to jump on that and say that's also...
You're going to put a pin in it? You're going to jump on it?
No. I thought he was talking about something else. Put a pin in it. I do want to like spend some on her charisma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But real quick, Beto, I think, and the Democrats too, they tried to Obama Beto. And I think that was a big part of the problem is after Obama, you start seeing these Obama-like clones. And it's like... But that was him. He was unique to that, and he was charismatic like that, and he was sort of
Joaquin Castro.
Exactly, tried to Obama that shit. You can't
who have the charisma of a wet towel.
Exactly, and we'll see. And then with Beto, when the project comes out to the public that his plan is to hit every single county, it's like, so do we all matter like that to you, or is it just to say that? You know what I'm saying? And so, I think the other thing too is when politicians come to see you, so like there's two ways they can do it. One is I'm Beto, I want to come have this town hall and I want to talk issues, which is work for the audience. And then there's another time, which is like what Bernie's doing, which is like, I'm just popping up to your place. I'm not running on shit. And I just want to like vibe with you.
Yeah.
And that's its own different thing. And I think that is real populism. And that's what I could see Jasmine Crockett doing better than Talarico. Yeah. But it's like, and what Beto failed to do, which is like, you got to go to the Coppers Cove Rabbits Fest. You got to go to the Washington Fest in Laredo.
Or just show up at like, if you show up to
Fiesta.
Yeah, just show up to the things that county does, and just say, "Hey, I'm here. I came. I heard that Poteet had a great strawberry festival. I came for some strawberries.
You gotta be that Texas."
And then people say, "Oh well, yeah, no. I'm just here for some strawberries. Here's some pamphlets, but I'm really just here for strawberries."
And then if everyone wants to talk about the issues, I guess we'll go talk about the issues.
Well, and this is the point that I was going to make, because as you were talking about that, I was reminded of like when television first became a thing for politics and why, I forget who lost.
JFK
over Nixon. Yeah. Why JFK won.
JFK won over Nixon. Yeah.
Why JFK won was because he just had the better personality that translated on TV. Yeah. Today, we're talking about earned media. Right, and what that
organic followings, and virality,
what that is doing, and bar none, Jasmine Crockett beats Talarico on that, and that is exactly it. Of like, just show up and start talking, and let other people film you and circulate what you're saying.
Yeah. She's very charismatic. One question I do have to ask y'all: does her fineness hurt her? Because damn, she is. Well, no, because actually, our homie Mandy Lynn, shout out to Mandy Lynn, I saw she had in front of her house a Jasmine Crockett sign. Jasmine looks like is very attractive, but on that she looks like a model. And I was like, holy shit! And like as we were having the conversation, I was like, I hope that doesn't hurt her case. Mm-hmm. And I could see how that could hurt her case, but at the same time, make no mistake, she's fucking brilliant.
Mm-hmm. I think she may want to just take one level of lashes down, just one level of lashes down.
I will stand on. Yes, it could.
It could, yeah. It very much could, because they won't take her seriously.
They won't take her seriously, and yeah, like we all know, the cuter the girl, the dumber she can be. So we just make the assumption that if she's really cute, she's not smart,
right?
Like you'll take the.
Don't use we here.
Well, you're not into women like this.
Don't use we.
The cuter the guy. See, I don't know if that works with guys. The cuter will you date a really pre-marriage? Would you date a really cute, model if he was dumb as a box of rocks?
No.
Oh yeah. See.
No.
Yeah. So
but you did use the word date.
Oh, I did use the word date.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
but you do make a point, and I think that's where she may have to do certain appearances in girl, I'm in my sweatpants, right? I'm in my tracksuit or
put
whatever.
Some jeans on.
Yeah, jeans and a
Somebody
t-shirt.
needs to catch her at the grocery store.
With aviators.
Yeah, somebody needs to catch her at the grocery store.
You know what she needs? She needs to wear the button-up polo shirt that's 2 sizes too big. Like you were going to the grocery store. It's just hey y'all, I'm here at the Poteet Strawberry Festival, shaking hands, just really wanted to enjoy or go to Worst Fest in New Braunfels. Mm-hmm. If she could win over Worst Fest in New Braunfels, for real, she's got a chance to win it all.
Yeah.
Because they are red as fuck over there.
Mm-hmm. On the flip side, we got Cornyn, Paxton, and some other guy who I can't Some guy. Paxton, who is hella mega, Cornyn, who is hella establishment, and they have their own problems, and it's probably going to go into a runoff, which is kind of great in that by the time they decide who's on the ticket, whoever wins in 2 weeks will have already had a 3-month lead in getting out there. So let the infighting continue on that side.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just saw this that no matter who wins in either race, polls still have the Republicans winning statewide, but it's so close to the margin of error that these polls don't even matter at this point.
Speaking of polls, did y'all see that the Gallup has stopped?
No.
So the Gallup poll.
Because of how bad Trump's doing?
Well, they didn't give a reason, but the Gallup poll, which has been the poll that gauges the president and a bunch of other stuff, but has done it for the last, I think they said forever. They have decided to no longer do presidential polls.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't
imagine that.
The bag cleared, I guess. Something happened, but yeah, the Gallup poll has said, they just came out yesterday, and said, we're no longer doing poll work.
Well, he's underwater on every single issue.
You know who else is no longer doing poll work? Cardi B.
True facts.
I was moving mine. All right. So now to close this off, we are moving into the segment that I've decided to rename What You Watching so that we can include TV shows and podcasts.
The Pit.
Did you start The Pit?
Yeah.
We also...
It's kind of slow, season 2.
We also reluctantly started. I didn't want to until the whole season was out so I can binge it. But my husband was like, so I want to start. I'm like, I also want to start it. So we're only two episodes in. You're a bit of a slow season, but still every episode I'm like, oh!
It's a good hang. It's a great hang. So look at my coworkers. I always feel like I'm working in Pittsburgh emergency.
Mm-hmm. And second episode in, we got full on boner.
There was a lot of that. You also had old guy getting finger in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
You also have none with chlamydia.
None with gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea of the eye.
So it's interesting.
Yeah.
We also started Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Have you?
I heard that was good.
It is phenomenal.
Okay.
In that, episodes are short, 40 minutes, and they are hysterical. They have decided, they took away all of the doom and gloom and rah of Game of Thrones and are just giving us a pure character drama comedy.
I'm here for that.
And the whole thing apparently takes place over the course of like 3 or 4 days. So there's not this whole like, who was this person? Where did it? No, it is all so self-contained and so tight. And the actors that they got for it are like hitting who they're supposed to be so perfectly. It's been a really great refresher over past Game of Thrones franchises.
Here for it.
So we did also go see, I know you don't watch TV at all, so you got nothing.
I started watching Reacher, which is the series. And the first season, I was like, oh, I finished the first season. I was like, oh, this was good. Mm-hmm. And then the second season, I was like, oh, okay, like y'all are stretching it. And by the third season, I went,
now you're reaching?
I'm done. Now you're reaching. I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. So yeah, I try. Every time y'all mention something, like even if I'm not here and I'm listening to the pod, I'll be like, oh, y'all have great taste in art. So I'll be like, oh, I'm going to watch the thing. And then I turn it on and go, why am I watching this? Yeah. I still haven't seen Oppenheimer.
Oh, yeah, you ain't missing nothing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
On the movie front, we saw Babe the other night.
The pig?
The pig.
You had never seen it?
No, I saw it when I was like 6.
Okay.
I just
that movie still goes.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
like,
Babe kills.
Is worth the rewatch.
Obviously,
so worth the rewatch because I hadn't seen it since I was like a child.
Yeah.
And now watching it again, I'm like, this is still a great movie. And oh my, I
directed by the guy who made Mad Max.
Yeah,
which is the wildest shit.
I had a really stressful day on Monday, and that's when we were supposed to watch it. And my husband was like, if you want, we can watch something else. I know, like, you really like, the TV shows and all that. And I was like, no, actually, a feel good movie about a talking pig is exactly what I need right now. And it was the antidote.
Yeah.
An hour and 20 minutes of just pure joy.
I can see, like, it's moments like this, honestly, that make me realize how different we are in age, right? Because how old were you, like, in 95?
Like, I was in high school
in
when
95,
Babe came
8.
out.
Right. So Babe has this appeal to you. Like, oh, God, I had graduated high school by the time Babe came out. So when you went Babe, I went, that dumbass movie with the talking pig? Yeah.
So you missed it, is what you're saying? You never saw Babe?
You never saw Babe?
Hell no. No. Hear me out.
Be clear. No.
Hear me out.
I know why you did it.
Yeah. Like,
I know why. Because that happens to me a lot all the time, too.
I was fucking.
No,
like,
yeah.
I get that.
I get that all the time.
But
Because
still, as an adult,
no, watch.
that movie goes
watch.
You know what? I have zero plans this weekend.
It's an hour and 20 minutes.
No. Here's the thing. I know I won't be back on the pod till the end of the season, but I will come down and do the see. Where can I find this at?
You have to rent it right now.
You know what?
Apple Prime.
It's $4.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm telling you right now. I will commit to this before I come back on the pod.
Okay.
I will watch Babe and have a full Babe breakdown
There
for the.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do.
All right.
The other one we watched, we went to the movies to see this, Send Help.
I heard good things.
The best. Like, since Sinners, the best movie I've seen.
All right, I'm going to look for that.
5 out of 5. It left me wanting nothing. It disappointed nowhere.
Is that the scary movie?
Kind of. It's the one about the chick who's
Rachel McAdams?
with her boss. Like, he's a dick and she's like hardworking. And then their plane crashes and she's like, I'm the captain now.
So as I was watching the movie, I was like doing the math in my head, and this is where I landed. This movie is 20% Ugly Betty, 30% Castaway, 40% Misery, and 10% Evil Dead Rising.
Which is great because it's directed by Sam Raimi.
So yeah, it is the perfect balance. It is funny. It is scary. It's it gave us everything.
It's on the list. I'm gonna definitely watch that.
It gave us everything. So highly recommend. 5 out of 5. Anything?
No, like I said, The Pit. I've actually just been rewatching Game of Thrones.
Get into that Night of the Seven Kingdoms thing.
I think I've been waiting for it to kind of build up, but I think I might jump in now.
It's worth it.
I saw
a lot of NBA.
The Amateur.
Oh yeah, with Rami Malek.
Yeah,
that one was good.
You know what? It really was. Like I was I pushed play.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, and about 20 minutes in, I was like, oh, this is kind of good. Yeah. I watched it actually twice because I watched it and then I went back and I was like, okay, now let me watch it with intent, and was like, this is a good movie.
It was Lawrence Fishburne in there, right?
Yeah.
He was great in that movie because I realized how much I would watch, kind of like when he was on Blackish, the show, and it's just him like barking on someone. Yeah. Like I would love watching I could just watch him barking on someone. I told you not to go take the mission. I'm like, yeah, Lawrence, you yell at that motherfucker for being insubordinate.
No, the suspense of that one, and also like I wasn't expecting to like care about Rami Malek's character as much as I ended up. Like, okay, like I want you to succeed in this.
And it was one of those like. To me, it was an action movie, but it wasn't overly done. Like
it wasn't 007.
No, it wasn't. It was in any of the Fast and Furious. But it was like his character didn't, because sometimes in action movies, the main character is just a regular guy who ends up being a super spy. Like his character was never that. Like he didn't have the character arc that you go, okay, come on, dude. He's a computer nerd. He's not.
Yeah.
Like when he had to fire the gun, he was all like shook about it, and I'm like, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I agree. It was a good one. Anything else?
Negative.
Let's get out of here then.
Motivational messages before we go. Is that where we're at?
That's where we're at. If we want to do them,
I got mine.
Okay, go.
Y'all got to Russell Westbrook your life. And what I mean is, so let me tell you the arc of this NBA player, Chibbi.
Okay.
He is a former MVP of the league. He was leading teams arguably to championship contention.
Okay.
And then his career kind of went off a cliff, but not for any reason other than he's so intense when he plays. All right. So teams are like, hey, we're going to get Russell Westbrook, but we want you to do this and not specifically not shoot 3-pointers because that's not his forte. But you know what Russell Westbrook's going to fucking do? He's going to heat check that and he's going to shoot those goddamn threes. And so while everyone's yelling analytics at him and like, dude, that's not your go-to. Like you're better when you just take it to the hole and dunk on 9 people, which he does a lot.
I love it when he takes it to the hole.
Yeah. And getting rebounds and getting assists and all this other shit. He's still going to do his thing. And the thing about what Russell Westbrook is that now he's kind of undervalued as a player, as a person. You need to get that gumption to go to the hole on 9 dudes and stuff it.
That's right.
And so so that's what I think and it kind of ties into this other.
If you need pointers on how to do that, slide into the DMs.
That segues into
Paul's
this.
Got you.
No, I do not.
He's like, I can't dunk. Which segues into this other thing similar is we need to stop just recognizing things and start doing things. Because I was talking to someone.
Like going to vote? No.
Yeah. Or just like, I think we're in this space of like, recognizing is now seen as sort of like a form of action, and it's important.
It's important to have
but
awareness.
It's not action.
Yeah.
And so I think sometimes people are like, yeah, I'm recognizing my faults. It's like, oh, so you're just going to keep doing the shit? Yeah. It's like, well, I'm still recognizing. And it's like, okay. Or like we talked about earlier about like speaking about the unspoken thing. It's like, just make the decision that that's going to be what you do. And that's fine. But there has to be more action. So Russell Westbrook, your life, take action, do the things, make the change.
Awareness is not action making.
Because nothing is fucking real. They're not going to prosecute all the pedophiles on the Epstein list. So fucking take what you need, man.
I'm going to jump off of that, and I think you need a Lady Gaga in your life. All right? You need to return to what you know, right? Get back to your roots. Do the thing that makes you feel good, regardless of what anybody else thinks.
Just dance.
And just dance, you know? And so what if you're the only white chick at the party, all right? You're the cool white chick. All right,
we won't go that far. You can be. You have the potential to be.
That's right. She is your Aunt Christina. Okay,
she is. Yeah,
she is your Aunt Christina, and it is not her fault that she grew up far away from the border and never learned Spanish. So just stick to what's good inside you and do that.
I'm gonna go and say you need to Klay Thompson in your life.
Oh.
Yeah, like just the idea of having, I don't know if y'all saw this, Klay Thompson is dating Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Having people around you that pour into you in a way that makes you feel good. Like recently, he had a birthday party and Meg decided to help him celebrate his birthday party. She would hire his favorite rap group. And so at Klay Thompson's birthday, Bone Thugs and Harmony got back together and performed.
That's wild.
And that's just recognizing your person. So get people around you that can help build you up and pour into you and all of the things. So yeah.
That's it.
And if she looks like Meg Thee Stallion, that's even
Let her
better.
pour.
Plus one.
Well, we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us on the Puro Pinche podcast.
Season 4.
Yay.
We got merch.
We do. It's still there. PuroPinchePod.com/pod. Hoodies for like the 2 more weeks that we have of winter in Texas.
Right.
Shirts, mugs. Just get you something. They're cute.
Yeah,
Or
follow
whatnot.
Gemini's production on social media.
That's right. They can find me at GEMINEYES or Gemini's Productions. All of the podcasts on Gemini's Productions are fixing to ramp back up in the next couple months, weeks. So stay tuned. Rooster, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram, Roost, MTZ. Paul, where can they find you?
You can find me on IG at Paul Did It, PAULDIDIT.
Then coming to a podcast near you.
Yeah.
Not his,
Nah,
somebody else's.
not mine.
But he will be on another
and
podcast.
at Poetry According to Paul, where I'm posting animated me.
That's right, because AI be a thing.
Yeah.
All right, until next time, people, stay safe out there. Bye.